Hi, thank you for joining me. This is Adventures of a Divorced Mom, where I chronicle my life after divorce. So today I actually taught my first crochet class. I just had one student, but it was really fun, and I'm doing it as a way to make extra money and also try to help me get out of my website design business. I've designed websites for a really long time, and I'm getting really burnt out about it, dealing with the clients, clients trying to tell me how to do my job, and it's just really getting to me, and I'd rather do something fun and creative. So I decided to start teaching crochet classes to my local community. And so far I've got 2 students, and I hope to keep building it. But I wanted to talk about that because, going through a divorce is a really big transition period, but I think it's a really good time to start thinking about, what you want to do with your life and how you want to change and how you want to grow. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I talk a lot about the fact that divorce is a really good time to thrive. It's a good time to, not that it's a good time, it's just a situation that forces you to start looking at your life and reevaluating yourself and your relationships and your goals. It forces you to start over. It forces you to start again and really revisit who you are and relearn and rediscover yourself. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about my journey in that regard. One of the big things is that I've always wanted to start a business, and I've always felt that I've struggled with that, and I was constantly struggling. But last year, like about probably 6 months ago, I was looking at my finances for the year before for my website design business, and I was so surprised to see that I had actually made my income goals already. But that whole year, I kept thinking that, I'm not there yet, I still have more work to do. And then I look back at the year, and I actually was making my income goals. So I guess the takeaway there is to make sure that you are monitoring how far you've come. Taking time to pause and to look at how far you've come, celebrate milestones, that sort of thing is really important, and I wasn't doing that. So I constantly felt like I was struggling. And so, if you translate that into healing from a divorce, you really need to pause and take account of where you are and how far you've come. So I kind of got off track there, but so the way that I've transitioned, the way I'm thriving, the way that I've reevaluated myself is to always make sure I know and have a clear idea in my head of how far I've come. A lot of times we feel like we're just struggling endlessly and that we're not going anywhere. But if you just pause and look back at how far you've come, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just one step, acknowledge that step, acknowledge that you've done something, acknowledge that you've grown, acknowledge that you've learned something new, even if it's just about yourself. Just taking that pause and acknowledging it really helps in the healing process. And it's a really important part on your healing process and thriving and transitioning into this new life. And if we kind of go back, I know I'm kind of a little bit off topic, but if I go back to talking about transitioning out of the website design business, I was always kind of just doing that. It kind of just it fell into my lap. I just knew how to do it, and there were people who didn't know how to do it and who needed my help, and I just started. And I was really fortunate because my dad knows a lot of people in the area, and so he was able to get me a lot of clients. So my point is I didn't really have to work at it. It just sort of happened. And a lot of people might think that that's, well, you're lucky, and I was, and I still am. But on the other hand, I didn't really learn what it was like to actually really have to start a business. And so I'm learning that with my Heartly Broken business, with building, creating tools to help moms get through divorce, and now I'm learning that with my crochet business as well. You know, what it takes to actually build it and actually work at it, and it's a really satisfying process, actually. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you're, if you're going through a divorce or separation and you're finding it really hard, maybe try looking at other areas of your life. I mean, my whole motto is take a break from your divorce. And I really think that, there's one part of it to the healing process is actually thinking about it and working through your issues and working through your feelings. But the other part is taking a break, and the taking a break part is what I want to help you with and what I'm trying to work on myself. Because there's always going to be people there to remind you that you're going through a divorce. Your ex is going to remind you you're going through a divorce. Your children's behavior is going to remind you that you're going through a divorce. Court dates are going to remind you that you're going through a divorce. Calls with your lawyers, just people asking how it's going. All of that is going to just always be there to remind you you're going through a divorce. So it's up to you to actively take a break from that divorce. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So I feel like I was kind of all over the place, but that's just how my mind works. So I hope you got something from this video. And if you like what you've heard, please subscribe. And if you have any comments about this video or any other videos you'd like me to do, or topics you'd like me to discuss, or questions you have for me, I'm always here. So comment below. And that's it. I'll see you later. Bye.